Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. We are failing at breaking out of the hidey hole. Watching out for surprise creepers dramatically. And filling in the hidey hole. Oops. Grabbing Wolfie. And once and for all, heading west again. So yes, welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Sorry, I had a little bit of a lapse there, and usually I'm able to get videos up in a daily schedule, but I had a little bit of a lapse there the last couple days, and right now it is Wednesday night, like 9 o'clock, so unless I have some sort of editing and rendering miracle, I'm not sure if I'm going to get this up tonight, so you're probably watching this on Thursday morning or afternoon, so happy Thursday. So yeah, I do want to update you, since I was gone for a little bit. Watch out for the cactus, Wolfie. Since I was gone for a little bit, we jumped up another 3% in our FarLandsOrBust.com fundraiser for Child's Play charity to 89%. 89% of our goal. There's less than $900 left to go until we reach $8,200 for Child's Play charity. That's amazing. You guys are awesome. I almost fell into a cavern. Yeah, please keep going to FarLandsOrBust.com to contribute. That'd be much appreciated, and I'm really looking forward to, and nervous, and completely freaked out about the 8-hour, 20-minute live stream that we're going to be doing in celebration of reaching that momentous goal. And of course, don't hesitate to continue to give once we do reach 100%, because I'm going to be coming up with some fun little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? God, I always have a problem thinking up like simple words on the spot like this. For motivation, I have ideas in the back of my head for motivation for continuing on with the Far Lands or Bust Child's Play charity, even well beyond the 100% mark. So don't hesitate to keep on giving. That'd be much appreciated. But yeah, that's great. I also checked, and we're at 1,295 megabytes, is what Minecraft's telling me the size of the Far Lands or Bust world is. So that continues to grow. I think I figured it out a while ago that it's about 30 megabytes per episode. So we'll just keep going up by that amount, I believe. So that's really cool. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I did mention in the last episode that I am actually going to be away next week from the 12th to the 19th. So I might be away from the computer once we reach 100%, but don't worry about that. There's no reason to wait for me. Like I said, when I do get back and figure out what's going on, I'll make the momentous plans for the live stream and other crazy awesomeness that's going to happen for that. So yes, I will stop talking about that for now. And I will grab a boat and set sail in the not-so-gigantic ocean of Minecraft 1.7, because, just to clarify, I am still in Minecraft 1.7 here. I know a lot of people were a little bit confused still, even after I said it like 15 times, that I didn't upgrade. I'm not upgrading because the Far Lands don't exist in 1.8 and beyond, so I'm perfectly happy with the nostalgic terrain generation. Sorry, I got distracted by the pianos in the background. The nostalgic terrain generation of Minecraft Classic here. So that's pretty amazing. But yeah, and also I wanted to bring to everybody's attention, while we're talking about Child's Play charity, that another round of, if you're familiar with the Humble Indie Bundle, it's at humblebundle.com. It's a kind of a set of indie games that you can buy, and you can set your own price for these games. And then you can also mess with some sliders to set how much of a percent of the money you're giving goes towards the developers of the games, or towards Child's Play charity, or towards the EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, which is another great charity that I've given to in the past, and it's really something I would recommend you check out and learn about and get behind. It's they kind of do, it's a lot of what are they? I think it's a lot of lawyers. For those of you who know Cory Doctorow of Boing Boing, he was a member of that for a while. They're basically getting behind getting laws passed and taking on cases about things that matter to the computer generation people here. Things like net neutrality and copyright reform and things like that. So I'd suggest you check out the EFF also. But anyway, that's back at humblebundle.com, and they have a set of 5 games that you can buy. And the cool thing is you set your own price. Anywhere from $5 to, I think Notch is the top giver. He did $2,000, I believe. But yeah, so you can set your price, and then you can set how much of that goes towards charity or the developers, etc. So this is a really weird biome here. It's like been cracked and fissured by the sands of time. I don't know, some sort of volcanic situation or tectonic plate movements. It's kind of cool. I like it. Or I wonder what it looks like from way high above. It probably like spells something out or some picture of some craziness. Probably not, but just for giggles. Oh, Wolfie. No, it's just a random series of squiggles. Perhaps a pterodactyl right there, I don't know, but... pterodactyl in the ground. But yeah, that's. I just wanted to let you guys, give you a heads up about that, because that's something else that's really worth supporting. I know all of you like getting behind... Wolf, yeah, you too, Wolfie. Everybody gets behind the my Far Lands or Bust charity, but there's plenty more charities out there that give to both Child's Play charity and other worthy causes, so certainly go check that out. I'll put a link in the video description. Whew, that was a mouthful. But yeah, it's like at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night, and I suppose I'll have to address the fact that we just learned that, of course, Steve Jobs has passed away. He's only 56 years old, and he was finally succumbed to his, I think he had pancreatic cancer, I believe, but I'll address it really quick. I'm not really, as you know, I'm mostly a PC person. I don't really own many Mac products, even though I'm familiar with using a Mac, being in the graphic design industry. You kind of have to be, but I own an iPod Touch or whatever, the first generation I grabbed one, but I certainly was never a big defender of Apple or, their policies or their, I was never a big fan of how their closed systems that they have going on there, but all beside the point, cancer is a crappy thing, so we certainly, me and Wolfie here are certainly, that's pretty crappy news, and of course he certainly changed a lot of things for the technology and computing world, so it's hard to ignore such a influence on, the future that we're living in right now. So just wanted to address that really quick, even though, like I said, I don't know that much about him or Apple in particular. It's just something worth that kind of, Twitter's down right now because everybody's talking about it, so it's certainly big news and worth addressing. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, I think I can go on to, what else did I want to talk about? I talked about Child's Play charity and that I'm going to be gone next week. I guess I can answer some user questions. After I got, in the last episode I answered questions that were asked by one person in one comment, like 5 questions in a row, just because that was kind of fun. And then in the next few episodes I got, that's all the questions I got were in that format. Just to let you know, I had to blow by a lot of them because some of them were repetitive or not formatted well or something, so it was fun for a while, but you don't have to keep submitting your questions in blocks of 10 at a time. I appreciate it though, but these few, of the, how am I doing on wool? Ooh, I could use some wool. These few, almost shot the sheep. I shot the sheep. Sorry. I should just try not to sing ever. Indeed. What was I going to say? Okay, well, the sun is kind of setting. I think I'll make camp over on this hill. Oh, I should make an elevated hidey hole. I got to get stuff ready. Let me do this and quickly make a bed. And I need to grab more wood while I'm at it. Alright, let me break this down. I have my dirt already. Come on. And I don't even have to make Wolfie sit. So let me go 1, 2, 3. And then I think this will work. 1, 2, torch, and bed, and sword, just in case, and sleepness. It worked! Success! I am enjoying this elevated, quick little hidey hole. And then you can jump off without any problem whatsoever, and continue on. Whew, that was expedient. Expedient, expedient, expedient. I was trying to think up some other clever word to say instead of expedient, but I couldn't, so I was just stuck in a loop. Anyway, I was going to answer some user questions. This series comes from user Jaco6Wallace. He asked a series of questions about Doctor Who. And yes, the 6th season, whatever, of Doctor Who concluded last weekend. I watched it, and like many people, I was disappointed, confused, and bewildered, and otherwise completely obliterated in the brain. I wasn't a big fan of this season's story arc. It didn't make sense, and there were a lot of coincidences and just kind of take it for granted sort of things, like, oh, he's a Time Lord, this can happen, you know, oh, this, even though in the past series this has been said that, you know, blah, 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 fixed points and times can't be changed, and whatever, we're just going to completely ignore that for the sake of this storyline. Whatever, so yeah, I was pretty disappointed. And I mean, in terms of the 11th Doctor and Matt Smith, I really enjoyed the 5th series. I mean, I really liked that setup with the cracks in time and the whole last series of episodes with the for those of you who haven't seen it, spoilers, but the whole last 2 episodes, the End of Time, I think it was called, where with the build up to finding the Pandorica. And oh, what's this crazy monster that's got to be hiding inside the Pandorica, and they're going to release it, and it's going to destroy and be like the hardest, vicious thing that the Doctor's ever faced. And then it opens up, and then twist! Turns out, oh, the Pandorica is supposed to hold the Doctor. That was kind of like one of those, you know, it happens a lot with Doctor Who, where you're like, huh? You know, who does that in The Simpsons? Chief Wiggum? Huh? This series, there wasn't like a big twist. There was, I think they tried to put too many twists in, it seemed like, and then they just started twisting and twisting upon each other, and it just didn't make any sense, and it was just too much. I don't know, it's certainly not going to go down as one of the best story arcs of the most recent series, that's for sure. But like I said, I do like Matt Smith and the 11th Doctor. I just think he's getting kind of crappy stories here. Holy crappy stories. Look at this. Yikes. It's kind of crazy. I'll go check this out. Careful now, Wolfie. We don't need you to die on us. How is your health doing, by the way? You can use some bulk chops. First, I'm going to have you sit, because you like to run away. There you go. Okay. I have to go this way to check this landscape out. It's awesome! But anyway, back to where I was originally going with that. Username Jaco6Wallace on YouTube asked a series of questions relating to Doctor Who. So he asked, and I've answered some of these before, but I'll go through them again for my new subscribers and people like that. So he asked, I'm going to try to be careful, how long have I been watching the Doctor's Adventures? I've only watched the modern series, I guess you can say. I started watching just after the 5th series, so actually my first exposure to Doctor Who would be Matt Smith and the 11th Doctor. After I watched that, like I said, I really enjoyed that series, so then I went back and started with the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, that guy, and then through the David Tennant, and then on, you know, I watched the 5th series again and now on. So I haven't seen any of the classic Doctor Who's, unfortunately. Maybe if I find the time or something like that. I know they have, not being so modern, they kind of have a different feel, and you know, kind of like the early Star Treks or something like that. You know, they're a lot different than the modern Star Treks. So certainly I have something, if I do ever get a chance to watch, I'll have to keep in mind. But yeah, that's when I started watching. His second question here is, who's your favorite companion? Well, only having the few to choose from. You know, obviously, well, Rose got kind of annoying after a while, but she was around for a while. Because I'm a guy, I could say Amy Pond, Karen Gillan, just because, huh? But besides that, yeah, I don't know. I haven't been watching long enough to really make a educated account of that. But of course, Rory is really cool. Rory Williams, he's just hilarious, especially again in the 5th series. He's really funny, and of course, he keeps getting killed in nearly every episode. But Rory is kind of fun. But yeah, I guess that's the answer to that question. See, I'm gonna miss these. It seems in Tangent, it seems in 1.8 and beyond, where there's these, you know, the mountain biomes are massive and gigantic, and they always tend to have floating and bridges and things like that, that they're quite epic. It seems that there aren't as many quote-unquote mountain biomes that are just kind of, you know, gentle mountains like this, kind of a little bit more subdued terrain features like this, which kind of gives Minecraft a little bit more of a variety and charm, because in 1.7 you always do come across some amazing features like, you know, the Canyon of Woe or stuff like that, so it's the spice of life. But yeah, I don't know, maybe in future versions of 1.8, or perhaps I just haven't explored 1.8 enough to see all the different type of biomes like this, but it's something certainly that I've enjoyed with this version of Minecraft. But anyway, tangent over, and tangent. The next question about Doctor Who I got here is, who is your favorite Doctor? Like I said, I haven't been watching that many, but just because I started with Matt Smith, I want to say Matt Smith, just because he's pretty funny. And again, I'm basing this all on like the 5th series, just because the 6th series has been somewhat of a disappointment to me. And of course, obviously, there's David Tennant is 10th Doctor, who my skin is. It's a tie between those two guys, but like I said, I haven't been watching long enough to compare to the rest of them. Yes, what is my favorite villain or monster? That would have to be the Weeping Angels. Like I said, I kind of experienced the Weeping Angels in kind of backwards order because I watched the 5th series first. So that episode, I think it was the 3rd episode or so, or the 2nd, no, the 3rd. In the 5th series with Matt Smith is where they came across the Weeping Angels, so I didn't really know about them. And then I went back and watched the episode with David Tennant where he came across them, sort of in a backwards way. And it kind of all, you know, came through, and then I watched the 5th series again, and then it kind of made more sense. But yeah, and I guess that can answer one of his other questions, is what is one of my favorite episodes or stories. Probably the one, Don't Blink, I think is the name of it, with David Tennant in the first appearance of the Weeping Angels. Just, even though it's a weird one because the Doctor really isn't the focus, he's not in that much. It's kind of taken from a third-person perspective. So that one's really cool. I really like that one. With Christopher Eccleston, there was Father's Day. That one was really good. That one I recommend. I think that was that also Stephen Moffat? I think it was. All the Stephen Moffat ones. That and, what was the one, another Stephen Moffat one was the one, The Girl in the Mirror, or something like that, with Madame de Pompadour or whatever on the spaceship. That was a really good one. And there's a lot of similarities between that story and then, you know, the story from that he's using for Amy Pond, The Girl Who Waited, and things like that. So that's those are kind of the ones that stick out in my head. I also liked in the recent, you know, the 5th series, Vincent and the Doctor with Van Gogh. That was another excellent one. Even though, you know, not much of it had to do with the story arc of the series, but that was a really cool one. I like that one. But yeah, instead of giving you my favorite, I basically just listed all the episodes. What was his other question, or last question, is what do you want in the next Doctor? I don't know. I would just like more from the 11th Doctor. Like, I'm willing to forget the 6th series. I mean, there were some good parts and stuff like that, but I'm willing to forget if we can just get like a really good, and who knows how long he's going to be staying. But I think he's signed on for the next season, obviously, but I would just like something better than what we had this last year for the 11th Doctor, and then whatever they do next, I'm not sure. I haven't really invested my future in it. So yeah, that was a fantastic series of questions from Jaco, the number 6, Wallace. Thank you very much. I do have another series of questions, but I guess I'll save that for the next episode. Somebody asked a whole bunch of Minecraft-related questions, so those are always fun to talk about since, hey, what are we doing here? We're playing Minecraft. Bazoosh! I should, while it's daytime, just grab some wood really quick. I generally hate leaving trees floating in midair. Oh, sorry, Wolfie. Good grief. Don't you know not to stand in front of my way when I'm swinging an iron axe? Get over here. Oh my god. You're... what? Why are you glitching through blocks? We must be getting pretty far out here. Sit, Wolfie. I need to find some more pigs. And because it's the end of the episode, the second night here, I'm going to make... oops. I'm going to attempt to make a conventional hidey hole. This one is very close to the surface, but it should do. Doot, 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 doot. And a doot. Oh! Oh. I guess I should just use the diamond pick, because I'm obviously not going to be going into the nether, so diamond pick it is. And close off this. Drop down the old workbench. Let me first make that. Where's the workbench? There it is. I have another iron... okay, I'll make another iron pickaxe, just because I know I'm going to get some grief about that. I have all these extra sticks. So I'll do that. I guess I can make some... oh, that's not how you do it. Extra torches to get rid of those sticks. And I need to make the bed, which is the main thing I've been doing here. Boop, boop, boop. Stop barking, Wolfie. I know the world is tearing itself asunder with your walking through blocks and lack of pigs and whatever. There we go. Okay, I think we're all set for the next episode, so let me tear this block down, plunk down the old bed, and remind everybody to head on over to farlandsorbust.com to contribute to the Child's Play fundraiser we have there. Like I said, we're less than $900 to go to our $8,200 goal. That's amazing. I appreciate everybody who's contributed thus far, and I'm looking forward to things to come in the future. But yes, please like, comment, and subscribe if you could. And also in the comments, you can ask me questions, and I will try to get to them. And it certainly gives me things to blabber on about during these episodes so they don't become completely boring. But yeah, thanks again for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time. It says, ask your doctor on the Minecraft home screen after I just quit there. And that's funny, because we were just talking about Doctor Who, because it's what we were just... ha.